Nerdrotic.com.
What was the point you made, Gary, on the Will Kane? I think it was when you were talking to Will Kane, and you were talking about with directors and projects, how they're chosen in Hollywood now. What was the words you used? Like directors they're cast. Yeah, they don't they don't hire a director for a project. They cast a director for the idea that they've already formulated for the most part. That's why you're never going to get a Christopher Nolan in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is not somewhere like where creative freedom is something they're looking for. They've already determined what they want you to do. There's creativity in Hollywood has just been ruined for the most part. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, the creativity is gone. And superhero movies, again, I've been saying this for a while. I refuse to believe that there's anything remotely close to superhero fatigue. I believe there's bad movie fatigue. If Batman and Superman and Spider-Man and X-Men are done right, and those are the movies that are the focus that are coming out every 3 to 4 years, not overly saturating them into the market, like you're going to have people excited constantly. Tomorrow, even as bad as things are, if Robert Downey Jr. is announced as Iron Man, the masses are going to freak out over it. They just are.
Spider-Man No Way Home is a great example.
I'm not saying it's going to be the greatest movie ever. What I'm saying is the excitement level for Robert Downey Jr. returning as Iron Man will be massive. That's why Deadpool Wolverine is going to be the hit of the year, probably.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Probably going to be the hit of the year.
We've seen stuff like this, though. Like, genre fatigue is a thing. When there were Westerns, they were oversaturated. There was Westerns all the time, and people loved them for a while, and then it stopped. And then we get the odd Western here and there, and we really enjoy them, and people go and see them.
But it's not just trying to bring it back.
Yeah, but they're not the genre lead, right? So I feel like we're overdue for the genre of superhero movies to kind of take a backseat, kind of take an L for a little while.
I don't know.
And slowly come back.
Part of the thing with that, Garrett, that you're pointing out is that when you start oversaturating the market, quality tends to drop, which also kind of drives that further into the ground.
Well, that's
absolutely.
the point. I'm not sure like the genre fatigue necessarily works in certain genre. I can maybe it's because the concept of a superhero that's been around since friggin' Zorro. You know, whereas a masked hero who has a secret identity and fights and everything, people have loved superheroes for nearly 100 years almost now. And I've never gotten sick of them. Give me good superhero content, I'm friggin' gonna watch it.
The thing is that you need different stories. Like superheroes is like an umbrella term, right? It could be superheroes in the West. It could be superheroes in space. It could be superheroes wherever, right? But we tend to we're oversaturated where we get the same type of superhero movie over and over and over.
It's superhero fatigue because there's fucking 68 gazillion fucking things of these out. DC wants a multiverse, wants a universe. Marvel wants a multiverse, wants a universe. Fucking Plater Spam wants its own multiverse. You know, everyone's doing this now and everyone's fucking sick of it because it's just all copy. On top of that, the quality's shit. Absolute shit. Disney have got a whole streaming platform full of crap, losing them billions of dollars. Billions. And you'll say, oh, no, you got to watch this. You got to watch this. Oh, hey, The Marvels is coming out. The Marvels comes out at the cinema. Some people go and go, who the fuck is that black chick? And who the fuck is that Pakistani girl? Because they ain't got a fucking clue. Because they didn't stay in and watch Ms. Marvel. And they didn't stay in and watch fucking Wakanda, whatever she was called, WandaVision. Wakanda Wanda. They didn't watch that either.
Wakanda Division.
So they turn up and they just got this absolute fucking hack to pieces crap. Let's go to planet gay Asian man and sing for 5 minutes. Why? Big boss woman's got a stick. Oh, I'm stealing the air from this planet. I'm stealing the water from this planet.
I'm a boss, bitch.
Why? You fucking retarded? Do you think that's how fucking terraforming works, you dumb bitch?
Their whole society was run by AI. They don't have any intelligence.
Yeah.
They let the robots do it. That's why they were like confused.
Yeah, it's not just Marvel fatigue either, because it's reflected in DC's box office. Like every one of their movies just fucking bombed. Like Shazam, the first movie did all right, and the second one fell off the face of the earth, and it got like okay reviews too. So, and the fans that did see it thought it was okay. I didn't, but
if
Blue
5
Beetle
people
bombed.
see it and 3 people see it's okay, is that a success?
Not really.
Blue Beetle bombed. Black Adam bombed, the Flash bombed. It's not just Marvel. It's like everything.
Hey, that's not fair. Aquaman bombed as well.
Forget that.
That was an interesting because what did the first Aquaman make? Like 1
Over $1 billion.
Yeah, over $1 billion.
and you can't remember a fucking line in that
That's
movie.
the only DC EU movie that broke $1 billion.
With Deadpool coming out, it's already made. This was yesterday. It's already made 8 or 9 million in pre-sale. And I checked my local theater, and I live in like a sleepy part of Texas, kind of suburban, so it's not like Burbank. Home field advantage. Every fucking movie's gonna sell out. Half my theater is sold out already for this movie, so it's going to be a monster. Like that.
It is going to be really big. It's obviously like the biggest previews we've seen this year. From what I can tell, it's tracking about half of what Spider-Man No Way Home previews were tracking at. Which obviously, I don't think anyone's expecting it to be Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a fucking $2 billion movie.
Yeah, half of Spider-Man No Way Home is good.
Right. That does kind of tell us that it's right now, if all things are considered equal and it tracks similarly, that you are looking at it. Can this thing pass $1 billion, 900 million? Like, where's it going to end up?
Good word of mouth might sort that out.
Look, like I said, we talked about this on Daily a couple days ago, but the viral moments are what's going to be crucial in terms of like what social media going to be going crazy over. Is there going to be these mega viral moments, just like there was with No Way Home? Everybody was talking about certain moments. Everybody was buzzing about it, and I think this movie obviously is set up for that. It's definitely set up for these moments that get people talking. They create this cultural event, and you've already got massive star power in it, anticipation. So everything is lining up for this movie to be a huge success. This is going to show us how badly superhero films have been hurt. Because again, you go back to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, should have made $1 billion probably, all things considered, with how well those movies have done. But the Marvel Cinematic Universe was taking a massive step back at that point in time. It had a very lackluster opening weekend compared to what everybody thought it would, and it didn't look like it was going to get to the number it ultimately got to. And it, word of mouth was a little better than we anticipated. This movie should, if this movie was 5-10 years ago, this movie would easily probably be $1 billion with Wolverine and Deadpool and the same movie and all the stuff they're going to pull. We'll see how it turns out. But it's going to be big.
Good trailer. It was a really good second trailer. I mean, not only did it look, pretty funny, look like it was going to be okay, but you had Deadpool being obviously the stupid one, and you had Wolverine being the straight guy. So you've got that comedic sort of route correct. You need to have that straight guy for the other guy to do his stuff. That's how it operates. That's how that sort of humor will work.
It has been hard for Marvel to find straight men lately. So
that is true. And it's
Ironically
even more
by Hugh
ironic,
Jackman.
of course, that it's Hugh Jackman who's the straight guy.
And Hugh Jackman, he looks great as Wolverine, as good as he's ever looked.
Well, in a costume.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the costume
So
too.
you have two characters that look like they do in the comic books, and listen, Hugh Jackman's a little tall for Wolverine. We've already had these conversations 2 decades ago.
With the helmet on.
But they're gonna put his mask on. And
were we racist and sexist when we complained about Hugh Jackman 20 years ago?
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, clearly.
Yes.
Homophobic, I bet.
It's clear like 2 white guys are going to save the summer for Hollywood. Let's point that out.
Awkward, man.
Not only that, this is just like, should Hollywood finally friggin' get the message that there are legacy traditional characters that people friggin' love. Stop trying to replace them with your diversity, things that no one is interested in, like the Marvels and everything. Like that. We've been saying if you bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, you probably will make bank. If you go back and embrace these legacy characters that people have loved for decades, they might actually start making money.
But know your audience. That's what it's all come down to, right? Know your audience. And they're clearly marketing towards their audience because they've already started to put out the marketing for it. And seeing Furiosa in theaters last night, they already have this preview where it's the silence your cell phone and it's them on screen and Hugh Jackman's cursing at you saying like, turn your effing phone off. And it's just, it's hilarious. You're just like, okay, yeah, this is how you do it. Because now everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's right. That's coming out. When is that coming out? I have to wait all the way until July. Dang it. Right. But people are going to be building up that excitement.
That's the theaters too. We have to wait all the way till July. In the meantime, we're going to get a few more prequels and a couple more sequels of stuff that was held over from last year that probably should have come out last year. And it's a wasteland. It's a
Well,
freaking wasteland.
Imagine Secret War, right? And they go to one of the places, and what do you have there? You have Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Chris Evans, Captain America, Thor. You have Black Widow. You have Hawkeye. You have the actual Hulk. You have the whole fucking Avengers bang. That would probably sell it in itself.
Sure.
That would probably get people to come back. At least now, I'm not saying that solves any of the additional problems, but just for that movie, because the Kang Dynasty's fucking dead. That shit is fucking dead.
Probably for the best.
Oh man.
Like, you know what might interest me in the next Avengers film? If the entire new slate of this entire new Avengers crew, in the trailer, it's revealed they all get killed in the first 10 minutes of the film. They get wiped out. And the only hope for this universe is to somehow bring back the original Avengers. I would be back on board. I'll be like, all right, you got me. I'll watch it.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.